Debt-Free TV, in association with getoutofdebtfree.org.
You know what's coming up in a few days, don't you?
The Police and Crime Commissioner,
Local
another made-up
elections.
job. Election, yeah.
Oh, Police and Crime Commissioner. Who is it? You've met him, haven't you? The one in
Yeah.
Nottingham?
Yeah.
The
Simon.
current- Simon Patrick
Yeah.
Tipping. Hold on.
PCC.
So, you tick the box where it says Paddy Tipping. That's
Yeah.
not the legal name, is it?
No.
Actually, isn't use of the legal name fraud?
I've seen some signs suggesting that.
Oh. Well, if you look on the birth certificate, as we've said before, it says Crown copyright on the front and on the back, not to be used for identification purposes. So maybe that's why the lovely Mr. Tipping. There he is, look. Doesn't seem to have a soul. Wonders why in our videos all the bad bits are about him.
Shouldn't be a bad man, should he?
There he is.
Just so everyone is aware, if you're
Propaganda, isn't it?
daft enough to vote in the first place,
This means toil and trouble, by the way.
a vote for this man is a vote for more of the same corruption.
Well, apparently crime's down. Do you know why?
Because he's involved.
No, he's covering it up.
Ah, that would make sense.
And they are all in together, because there's a photograph of here, the lovely Mr. Tipping with a dog.
Oh, there's that
And
criminal that's in charge of all the corruption.
Allegedly. See who that is? We've just seen him walking through the streets in his suit.
Yeah, Canal Street.
Right. He's the one that went to a meeting and said that the associates and supporters of Mickey Summers, who was raped
By
Members
a
of the
member
council.
of the Nottingham Council.
and covered up for years and years and years and years and years. So, they really are in it together, aren't they? Yeah, crime's down with Paddy, look.
Yeah, that means
Crime's down. Word to your mother and word from my mother as well, says Paddy. Yeah. Labour, making the Arboretum safer. There's the lovely Millie, my friend, who doesn't like me for some reason. Because I asked her, can you answer one question? You know what the question was, don't you? Where does it say in law that anybody's obliged to pay council tax?
any man or woman is obliged to.
Any man or woman, yeah, is obliged to pay council tax. And I haven't got my law book, lady says today. We've still not gone to find her law book. So, basically, spending power, change per dwelling, and this is in Nottingham. The government gives a grant to councils to help them pay for services. Right, since 2011, every household
we've got
in
such a
Nottingham,
good government, haven't we? I mean, they give council money to spend.
they genuinely, really love us.
Yes.
Right, so Nottingham is, but worse still, this year the government has found 300 million to give to some other councils.
You know what that means then?
We've all been robbed.
We're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, we are being robbed.
Yeah.
Right, apparently this man here, who is the leader of Nottingham City Council, fantastic gentleman that he is,
Nottingham Criminal Cartel, aka.
if you say so, the local mafia, the local dictator, some people have called him, and you can see that they're in it together. Well, this man, do you know what he said a few weeks ago? In fact, I think he says in this piece of propaganda, it said if it's not fit, if it's not broken, then there's no need to fix it. So, Councillor Collins, I'd like to say, 83.5 million for lampposts that, what have they got, metal
That were
fatigue?
broke and didn't need fixing. Strange, that, isn't it? Mind you, we was talking about the traffic lights, weren't we, earlier?
Traffic lights all over Nottingham being replaced, but not only did they replace the metal fatigue poles, they just put a bulb in to clean the lens. They replace all the cables, they dig up the entire street.
They can't charge us millions and millions of pounds if they do that.
And then you get the confusing like this, Europe, what's in it for Nottingham? Oh, big business for private industry. Sneinton Square, look, 4.1 million from the European Union.
Oh,
But how much did it cost? How much did the local
14,
council?
wasn't it?
14.1 million. So the council gave 10 million.
So, no. So we paid 10 million for a water feature that
Yeah.
nobody wanted.
So the question is, why would you want to re-elect this man that can, fantastic gentleman, Mr. Tipping? Why would you want to elect? Why would you even want to register to vote? Because they're going to fix it anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, in the actual, some friends of mine, Tom and
It's alive.
Mickey, went to the last
Hi, Mickey.
hustings.
Hi, Tom.
And it was all controlled by the great Nottingham Post. They were gatekeepers and wouldn't allow Tom more than 30 seconds to ask a question and refused to answer it. And they kept him till last as well.
Nottingham Post.
Yeah. Because they are all in it together.
Congratulations, Nottingham Post, for really putting down the truth in print.
Did you know that Rupert Murdoch now owns the Post?
No. Shit.
Yep. That only went down recently. That over the last couple of weeks he bought it out.
Seriously?
Yep. So now we're going to get all the
your phone-
proper...
Now you're going to get all your phones hacked. So basically, people, you've been robbed. By who? By these two.
Yep.
You really have.
Particular him in the blue.
Not a recession, it's a robbery.
Yeah.
We love you, Council. Thank you so much for looking after our best interests.
Well,
We really are your bitch slaves.
the thing is, though, it does seem like the whole world is becoming aware of the corruption. You got riots in Paris, you got riots in the Turkish Parliament.
Oh yeah, did you hear about that? They're literally killing each other.
Tell them, because I bet they didn't.
I wrote it in my book, actually. I've written it in my book, what was going on in the Turkish Parliament.
What they're basically doing there is exactly what they've already done over here, because these are far more corrupt, these MPs over here.
Yeah, the mass brawl in the Turkish Parliament, it's over removing the MP's immunity from prosecution from any wrongdoing or child raping.
In other words, they can do what they like, but you can't charge them.
Yep.
But I thought we were all equal. It would seem some are more equal than others. Hey, leader of the council.
Go on, write to us again. Are we slaves? You are the servants of men and women that live in this city, aren't you?
That reminds me. That leaflet I got the other day, where what they're doing now is they're now going to change it so that they're going to turn, if you don't pay your council tax, they're going to turn it from a tax into a civil debt and put it on your credit rating. They're not allowed to do that, but, you know, for bad men to get away with bad things, all it takes is good men and women to do nothing.
In a future video, it could be the next one. We're just going to remind everybody about the Universal Declaration on Human Rights and go through it. You are aware, aren't you, that you have a right to a private life and this can't be impeded.
I tell you what, everyone should be storming down there, drag the leader and the CEO out,
No.
just to put a message out there.
They used to hang us years
You
ago.
watch how
Don't hang
quickly they
anybody.
do. They work for us instead of against us. If that happens,
But there's...
right outside the council house.
I wouldn't wish any hanging on anybody. Would you only lower yourselves to what they did in the past to us? I wouldn't wish any ill will, harm, loss on anyone.
You watch how quickly it changed if you did it, though.
But I'd certainly agree that I can't understand why there's not a big group of people outside their local councils demanding
Their
that they
local
actually
dictatorship.
tell the truth, because
Truth and politics do not mix.
do and cannot mix. Do you know, Obama, just to finish off this little video, so we're going to go on about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You're talking about that mass brawl in the Turkish Parliament. Well, the fantastic #1 terrorist in the world, President Obama, who's just about to finish his term.
Yeah, President Obama, the same one that was born in Nairobi.
That's it, with the false birth certificate.
Yeah. The one that was in 7 layers.
Yeah, when you got it from the White House website, it was in 7 layers when you used to put it
Where
in
they
Photoshop.
tampered with it.
Yeah, he was actually born in Nairobi, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he said yesterday, Obama says that the world should play by rules set by the US government.
Oh yeah, because they've done such a good job in the past. They've started almost every war there has been,
Maybe we could open up a few more Guantanamo Bay, seeing as he hasn't shut down the last one. It's taken 8 years, Obama.
Well, he did say he was going
and you're going to be
to,
out
didn't he?
soon, aren't you?
Yeah.
One leaves and another comes in. Welcome, Hillary.
Yes.
Welcome. And then guess what, Americans? You've also... Congratulations. Fantastic. Really well done.
Debt Free TV, in association with GetOutOfDebtFree.org.